up, people? This your boy John Doe. How you doing today, man? Welcome back to another 2 cents. You know how we do it. We gonna get it in, yes sir. And we're gonna start with the elephant in the room. Sony Online Entertainment. If you didn't see this coming from a mile away, then you must be blind. I said it before. What I think is gonna happen with this whole PlayStation thing, I think PlayStation itself, the console, is gonna end up splitting off from Sony, the company. And the reason why I feel like that is because right now it's profitable. Sony as a whole is not profitable. And this right here is showing it. You know, you see Sony Online Entertainment, it really didn't collapse. It basically got split off and bought by another investment company or whatever, you know. It could, you know, it could be an umbrella company or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's probably still one of Sony companies. Nobody knows, you know, because you have to do the paperwork and follow the money trail and all that other craziness. But it branched off from the main company, you know, because it had to in order to stay afloat. And now you see, in order for it to save face as well, because what the main thing, as soon as they split off, they was talking about making games for Xbox. You know, ain't no way in the world they could have stayed with Sony and made games for Xbox. You know, that wouldn't have been a good look at all. But with them splitting off, now they can bring PlanetSide over to Microsoft. They can bring the EverQuest over to Microsoft. You know, I wouldn't mind playing that. You know, they can bring all these other games that they got in their catalog. H1, Z1, I didn't care about it before and don't care about it now. You know, people all up and on. I like I say, that ain't my genre. I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? I don't get into it. But is it good for gaming? Yeah, kind of, sort of, but at the same time, nah, you know, it's an iffy situation because you never want to see companies lose the games that's helping those companies stay afloat, you know, because this can be the beginning of the end for Sony, you know. But like I said, if you check back, the writing's been on the wall for a while. When they sold off their computer, you know what I'm saying? The computer division. You know, and television division. They sold those off. People thought it was crazy. You know, people thought, well, it ain't bothering us, it's not affecting gaming, so it don't matter. Well, now it's affecting gaming. Now what do you got to say about the matter? Let's see how many people actually come out and speak about it now that it is actually affecting what they love. You know, hell, I know people who went out and got a PlayStation because they wanted to play PlanetSide, because they wanted to play the EverQuest, the H1, the games that were on the PC that weren't really that was coming to consoles for the first time, that they didn't want to go on the PC to play because they console gamers. Now those games are coming over to the Xbox. You know, but if you follow Microsoft, Microsoft is profitable. Sony is not profitable in the state that they in right now. You know, and like I said, you probably gonna see the same thing happen with the PlayStation. I know a lot of people don't want to believe that, but if they just sold Sony Online, I would have to believe that the PlayStation is gonna be the next one to go because the PlayStation is profitable. So I can definitely see them selling that off so they can keep the company afloat. That's their moneymaker. That's their ace in the hole. And if they want to keep Sony as Sony, because you got to understand, Sony got their hands in a lot of stuff. You know, they'll branch that off, you know. But then, when they branch off, you'll have, like, the companies that make games for Sony might go elsewhere. You know, because they might sell off the console, but they can't, you know, but the game developers, you know, these studios might get sold off as well. So those games like Infamous, you know what I'm saying, the Uncharted, the God of Wars, might end up on Microsoft consoles too. A lot of people don't think about that though. But this could be a bigger thing that's shaping up and about to happen. Like, you gotta look at that from all angles. You can't just look at it, well, it wasn't profitable, so they sold it, you know. No, man, this is way bigger. It's a reason why your boy came out and say, we focusing on indies and not exclusive. You know, our people like indies, and basically with people going out and buying these Sony consoles by the masses and still buying them, and so you know, and showing support and not really going at Sony about what they're doing and backing them. They ain't got no reason to change their business practices. You feel what I'm saying? Now, if people was to go at their head and be like, hey, now, y'all need to go ahead and give us these exclusives. We out here supporting, we out here buying these games, and y'all ain't giving us what we want. That'll make them change. Like with Microsoft, you know. And like I put this a lot on the actual Sony fans, because Sony fans are the ones who actually made Microsoft give the Microsoft fans a better selection of games when it came down. Because Microsoft fans, yeah, they gripe, then, you know, because the Microsoft fans do, you know, they gonna go off anyway, you know. And I ain't gonna support no bullshit. And I'm a Microsoft fan, you know. If you trying to bullshit me, then I'm gonna call you on it, you know. So that's why I always thank the Sony fans, because y'all made our console better than it probably would have been, you know. Without the Sony fans, shoot, they probably would, because it took a whole bunch of voices to do, well, to make Microsoft do what they did, which inevitably was good for the Microsoft fans, because a lot of people who complained about it weren't going to actually go out and purchase the console. So, like I said, thank you again. I got to thank the Sony fans, the ponies. You know what I'm saying? Because they helped us out. And now, as time go on, you see the Xbox One gaining momentum. And that's the way we wanted it. But let's go into another subject, you know. I just spoke on that there, you know. Say, let me know how y'all feel about this debacle going on over there at Sony, you know. But like I say, if you paid attention, it's been going on for a while. When they started selling buildings, when they reported the $1 billion loss, you get what I'm saying? The writing been on the wall. Let me know how y'all feel about this situation. Let's move on, shall we? We gonna go to what I call, I ain't got a name for it. This bullshit. That's what we're gonna call it. It was some bullshit. We're gonna talk about this whole Super Bowl. Now, I ain't have a horse in this race. Believe me, I didn't have a horse in this race. But I did want to see a good game, which for most part, it was good. But the last call of that game, the last, what's the word? The last call that meant a damn in that game was complete bullshit. When they had Russell Wilson in shotgun at the line of scrimmage, I mean, at the goal line, that made no damn sense. Why in the hell would you got beast mode and you throwing the ball? I hear a lot of people say they was on the one. They was at the half-yard line. Half-yard. They had to get a half-a-yard. Hell, he could have snuck and got a half. QB sneaked and got a half a damn yard. You feel what I'm saying? He had the half-yard line. He got beast mode. And a time. Can't forget about the timeout in the second down. They got a timeout, beast mode, and they throw the damn ball. I was watching The Breakfast Club on World Star Hip Hop. I was watching Donkey of the Day, and Charlamagne the God said some real shit. He said, man, I don't know where he came from with it, but it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of damn sense. But where did I leave off? But it made a lot of damn sense. He said they rather had the great light hope, Russell Wilson. Understand what I said? The great light hope, Russell Wilson, win the game than give it to thugged out Marshawn Lynch. Because if he would have scored that touchdown, he was going to get MVP of that damn game. And they couldn't have that shit on their conscience. No, sir. They was not going to have that on their conscience. You hear me? They said, F that. Russell Wilson, you going to win us this game, man. You know, Marshawn Lynch ain't reporting to these reporters. How would we look having this man at the end of the Super Bowl saying he going to Disney World?
I'm here so I won't get fined.
That would just not be a good look for the Shield. Russell Wilson going to win this game. They don't want to say that, but I agree with them. Because that makes sense. That makes complete sense. So they sacrificed the Super Bowl on a dumb-ass call. Because that's what they did. They just gave it away. You know, I thought for a minute they was point shaving. They rigged the Super Bowl. But no. Charlamagne the God pointed at the real reason. And I totally agree with him. That's why they didn't do it. Because they did not want Marshawn Lynch to be the Super Bowl savior. Because that boy was balling out. He was balling out in that Super Bowl, and they just not could have that go on their conscience. That this man, with all the antics, you know, not responding to reporters, and all this other mess that he does, was going to win a Super Bowl for them. So they said, F, we going to let Russell Wilson throw this ball in on the easy pick route. But Browner says nay. You know what I'm saying? But hey. I like the way he said it though. He said, man, you refuse to let Marshawn Lynch win the game for you. But yet, a Butler is the savior for the New England Patriots. And his first name Malcolm. I damn did die. And it's Black History Month, man. I almost fell out my motherfucking seat, man. Malcolm Butler won it. Nobody. This dude was probably working that motherfucking save right the week before. But with that being said, man, you know, I done ran on and on, man. I just had to give y'all my thoughts on that, man, because I definitely had to get on that Super Bowl shit, because that was complete bullshit. Great game that ended like that, man. All of that work for nothing. But this your boy John Doe, man. Let me know what you think about these topics that I spoke on today. You know, and I'm out. Later, people. But your boy is back. But I'm out. Later, people. Y'all be easy. Hold on. Let me come back one more time. The pod should start this weekend. But I got to get everybody in the line, man. With the Super Bowl and all that other craziness, you know, I ain't been able to get everybody on the same page. But it should be back this weekend. So look forward. We got game. It ain't going nowhere, like I told you. But this your boy John Doe, and I'm out. Later, people. Yeah.